Now we will start off with the last element of art, that is space. Space is one of the basic elements of art. It refers to the distance between or the area around and within shapes, forms, colors, and lines. Space can be positive or negative. It includes the background, foreground, and middle ground. Both positive and negative space can play important roles in the overall success of a work of art. By understanding the difference between the two, you will become a better at designing unified compositions. Be more successful in visually communicating your story. Gain important clue about the meaning of an art piece. There are two types of space that exist within art: positive space and negative space. Positive space is the actual objects or shapes within an artwork, and negative space is the space around and between those objects. A good way to demonstrate positive and negative space is by utilizing Rubens' vase. As you see the vase occupied what would be referred to as a positive space, and the space around the vase is negative space. Notice how the negative space is forming silhouette of two faces in profile. Positive space is the area or part of the composition that an object or subject occupies. It is usually the main focus of the painting, such as a vase of flower, fruit, or candle in a still life, a person's face in a portrait, or an animal in a wildlife painting, or a building, trees, and hills in landscape. When used skillfully, positive space will add interest by enhancing and balancing the negative space in the composition. Negative space. Negative space is that empty or open space that surrounds an object. It helps to define the object, gives it some breathing room to prevent the painting from being too crowded, and has a huge impact on how the artwork is perceived. An interesting thing about negative space is it can be used to prompt viewers to seek out subtle hidden images within the negative space, causing your design to get more attention and to be remembered while other less interesting works aren't. With consideration to drawings and paintings, our goal is to create the illusion of space. The uses of space. Many new artists overlook the importance of creating space in a drawing or painting. The result usually looks flat, or objects can appear to be floating. However, creating space in an artwork is very simple to accomplish, and there are a number of ways to do it. There are 6 ways an artist can create the illusion of space on a two-dimensional surface. They are overlapping, placement on a paper, size, details, color and value, and linear perspective. Overlapping. It occurs when objects that are close to the viewer prevent the view of objects that are behind them. Placements on the paper. Object placed higher within the picture plane will appear further away. Size. Objects that are smaller will appear further away from the viewer. Detail. Objects that are further away should have less detail than objects that are closer to the viewer. Color and value. Objects that are further away are cooler in color temperature, while objects that are close are warmer. Objects that are further away are lighter in value, while objects that are closer are typically darker in value. Linear perspective. Linear perspective is a drawing method that uses lines to create the illusion of space on a flat surface. There are two types of linear perspective. One is one point perspective and next 2-point perspective. One point perspective uses one vanishing point to accomplish this illusion. 2-point perspective uses two vanishing points to create the illusion of space. So the activity for the space is this worksheet, which will be provided in the course material. So you can either take a printout or draw the same and use them for the activity. In each box you need to label them and draw the details according to. It is explained in the video what you have to draw in this. So each box 6 types of space application will be done here, and you have to label them over the dotted lines. So this is an example of what you have to do. Overlapping, you will draw same size circle with a different color, and then for the size you will draw one small circle and one big circle, and it can be of different color. So that shows the distance between two. You need to draw these lines, that is the horizon line, that is the separation between the sky and the earth, that is called the horizon line. Here that is important to show the eye level of what we are seeing. So you need to draw those lines and then draw these circles, these two for the size, one small and one big. And next you need to draw the placement of this surface. One will be up and one will be down. That shows the distance between two circles. Then comes the details. Detail 1, you have here I had made a road with a speed mark and no parking sign, which is clear at the first, and as it go further it is not clear. That is the detail version you have to do. Then color value, the more water added one and the color will be there. This is come little more nicer. That way you have to do. This is already explained in the value class, so you can do like that. So now we have to go for the linear perspective drawing that we will see again. So for the linear perspective, I will show you the example of one vanishing point. So for that you need to draw the horizon line, and you will select one point. I'm selecting it in the middle almost. So you select in the middle of the line as the vanishing point. On one side you need to draw a box. Draw the box, just a square. Now from all the corners you need to draw the line towards that vanishing point. That gives a dimension for that square. Now again you need to draw a parallel line near to this line, so that makes the size of the box. And for top also you need to do the same, which is parallel to the other line. So now that makes a box with a dimension. It's a 2D drawing. So like this you have to do. And now we will see for the 3 dimension. For the 3 dimension, again you have to draw the same horizon line, and you need to select 2 points over here, and in the middle you will draw a line perpendicular. And now from both the point you need to draw lines towards the vanishing point. To the both sides you have to draw. From down also you need to do the same thing. Now we need to mention the size of the box. For that again we will draw a parallel line on both the sides. And now you will be joining this corner to the opposite one. This also to the opposite one. Now you got a box with 3 dimensions. Rub off the excess lines, and then now you have to color them. Coloring you have to do it for this and as well as the to this one also. So I think the light is coming from here, so here it will be light, medium and dark. So for this also you need to see same like that. Think the light from here, yeah, and light, medium and dark. So like that you have to color it. You can choose any one of this type. You don't have to draw both. Either 2 point or 1 point perspective drawing should be drawn here. Here I chose like the 2.1 and I did the coloring accordingly. So you have to do that way. So the worksheet, once again I am telling you, it's available in the course material. You can take the printout or draw by yourself. The size is 3.5 by 3 inches. So hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day. Thank you.